And we're live. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Four Quarters. All sports, every day, all day. And we're live. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Four Quarters. All sports, every day, all day. And she's a babe. I really got to stop talking about Aaron Rodgers.
My money's on that.
And to no surprise, my shout out, Caitlin Clark. And like a photo shoot of Jackson Dart.
And we're live.
Do you have any pictures?
Oh, there's pictures of
Yay, I want to
show
see
you.
pictures.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome in. Happy Friday, happy fabulous Friday. Welcome into Four Quarters on our Four Quarters Facebook page, 802 Scoops. And as you all know, we are on YouTube. It's free. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Welcome in. It's the end of a week. CB's trying to keep her eyes open.
You got chocolate over there, CB?
I have chocolate and I'm a monster deep.
Oh, just one though?
I know, just
Look
one.
at her eyes, though.
I know. She looks a little
like
sleepy.
I'm gonna be donating so much money because
Oh, yeah.
there's no filter. I think before we started, I dropped like 5 F-bombs.
It's all right.
Can you
It's
see
and
the-
it's Friday, so
It's
you're
for,
allowed.
It's for a good cause.
Right.
Can you see the Bleep It bucket?
Yep, we
Okay.
can. Yep.
All right. I like to show it off. We'll put CB back on the front. I don't
it's
know.
really-
I counted last week. And again, I forgot to bring who I want you to donate the money to at the end of the summer. Are we going to the end of the summer?
Yeah, let's go through the end of the summer.
I'd
Okay.
say-
All
I'd
right.
say so.
If Karen Safford is listening, she can tell us who it is. I met this organization at the farmers market in Montpelier a couple
went
of
again?
weeks ago.
Oh, no.
No,
This
it
was
was
the
a
last
couple
time.
weeks
Okay,
ago.
you did say you wanted to start going.
Oh my God, it's freaking awesome. I mean,
I love
even
farmers markets.
the things going on the Capitol lawn, which is always political, I found myself standing there like this. Because I get it. I'm not going to be involved in any of it.
Right.
I get it. It's nice to talk to people. And a lot of people from, my generation. So there are people out picketing and doing all this fun stuff. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say what it was about because we do not run that kind of show.
We do not.
Looking forward to having the Vermont Coyotes owner on at some point
Nice.
here in the coming months.
Awesome.
Chatted with him today, so that'll be totally awesome.
Did you ask him to bring us apparel?
I'm going to.
Swag.
We'll rep
I
it.
think Anthony
Yeah.
will be all over
We'll
the
rep it.
swag.
Awesome.
I
Love
hope
it.
so.
We'll
Love
rep
it.
You got shouts?
I just have one.
Do you want me to announce that it's not Caitlin Clark?
You may do so.
Okay.
I know.
We mark this down, star
Yes.
it. It's not a Caitlin Clark
It
shout
is
out.
June 27,
But we will-
2025. No Caitlin Clark.
We will talk about the W and
We will.
Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
So go ahead, my friend. I'm sorry.
I just have one. I'm still in the college softball frame of mind because my
As you should be.
my Texas championship apparel came in today, so pretty excited about that.
Did you
And I
get
was-
Jen Esteville some?
I did not. Sadly, I did not. I mean, all the Oklahoma
sorry,
stuff
Jen.
is probably on sale.
The mitzvah fun.
Mitzvah Fund.
I love mitzvah.
You know
I
all about mitzvah.
Yeah,
Sorry, we
yep.
just
No, you're good.
literally.
Yep.
So Karen,
I have
yeah.
zero attention span also, guys.
That's who I would
fine.
love to see us,
Yep,
and we'll
I-
get more information
Yep,
and
yep.
talk
Perfect,
about them
perfect.
too. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Now, and then you and I were talking today about Clearwater and the teams.
Super stoked. I mean,
Dude, the teams that are going to be at Clearwater next year are sick.
I might follow Texas Tech the whole time.
Texas Tech is going to be there. Tennessee, Duke, Texas A&M. Like all my teams except Texas are.
We're gonna have to have the mic by then, and we should.
Yeah.
Where we can just kind of do some, post it on
I think we're gonna have
Facebook,
to,
chit
yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe we can get
I
somebody.
mean, you never know.
Nebraska's gonna be there,
And
right?
Jordy Ball is going to be there, and I'm just going to literally follow her around everywhere.
I don't know why I thought she graduated. I don't know why I thought that until you
Yes.
sent me the text, and
Yeah.
I went,
We'll let you know if Wheels ends up being arrested for
Stalking.
Stalking?
for stalking.
And I might be.
Yeah.
Like I will have Nebraska apparel on
Me
before
too.
that, for sure.
Me too.
We'll have to get some.
Yep, we'll get some.
definitely get some. Anyways,
So cool.
We digress slightly. I just, with the conclusion of the Men's College World Series, which was pretty awesome as well.
Yes, it was.
The Women's College World Series averaged more viewers than the men's. And anytime that happens, I got to give it a shout out.
Hell
do.
yeah.
You
The
do.
women's viewers were 1.3 million, the men's were 1.2. So very close, but still women's. And I think, and yes, it's because I'm biased, that the women's was so popular this year because Oklahoma was not in it.
I'm going to need Jen to come sit here some night, and you two are going to hash it out together.
Come on!
I don't know what to do with that.
Parody.
Do you? You know what? The show should have been titled Parody, because
Yeah.
I do have that in my notes quite a
Parody.
bit. And parody is needed in sports. It is needed
Yes.
in sports. I
We
guess
all
I
get sick
can't
of the
argue
same
with you.
champion over and over again. We get sick of it.
That's
And people
true.
got sick of going to watch, and people got sick of viewing. Well,
Correct.
they were probably still there watching. It's
Right,
in Oklahoma.
because it's cool.
It's in Oklahoma too.
But like, for the last 4 years, everyone's like, oh,
mean, you have a
great,
valid
Oklahoma
point.
again. Here we go.
Yeah.
And we have talked about how there's professional softball that we don't know enough about.
Right.
But college softball is starting to take center stage.
Oh my God, it's
as
amazing.
it should.
Yes.
As it should.
Agreed. But that's the only shout out I have today.
Okay. When we'll talk about Caitlin.
Because my
Clark
girl's
in a bit.
injured and it's just.
You can't say she sucks though, because
No,
she's
she's
injured.
struggling, but she's trying to
She's
play through
d-
injury
yep.
because she's tough
Somebody
like that.
said, well, maybe she's just tired. And I go, no, she's injured and it's just nagging her and it's taken away from her legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotta have legs when
Got
you're
it.
shooting.
Near 3-point shooters.
Yep.
especially.
You gotta have your legs.
And
so,
with the pace that they play.
Right.
right.
Yes. Yeah.
CB, you got a lot of dog talk, but you're going to start it off with a picture of Sophie, I hope.
Also, interesting fact, guys, my eyes are even more squinty than yours.
And only CB can say that.
I mean, we can't.
Even
but
though she wants us to say
does.
it.
She does want
really
us to say
does.
it. But yeah.
Oh my God, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Guys, this is going to be a show. Anyways.
Anywho, but that's
yeah.
good.
Right?
I mentioned last week that I got Sophie a little leg brace. So because I swear if she tears an ACL, I'm going to lose it. And this just gives
Your pocket is.
me,
Yeah. Right.
this just gives me peace of mind for when she's running like crazy. But she's such a good girl because she lets me put it on her, adjust her.
Exactly.
That's good.
Right, and then she will run with it on.
She doesn't freeze. That's the point.
Yeah.
I have a dog that if you put anything on her, she just freezes.
Aw.
Freeze frame.
Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
Sophie loves running way too much. She'll do anything to run.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
What a zest for life.
Love that.
The other doggy I have is, if I can find it. Oh my God, guys.
This is your rescue?
Shout outs.
it-
Yep. Where the fuck is it?
And we're
Oh, that's
gonna,
one. Shit.
per CB asking as I'm chatting with her, we're gonna try to get Tater in here maybe next week.
Yes.
Yes,
Tater,
Tater.
who we showcased last
week.
week. Little puppy dog.
So cute.
So cute.
Karen let me know that our dear friends of ours are the ones fostering Tater.
Really?
Yeah.
And I didn't put 2 and 2 together, or I did. I came up with 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I can get Danny and Chris to come in here with
Oh,
Tater.
that would be awesome.
That would be sweet.
Yep. Our pick of the week this week is Sasha. She looks like a golden doodle. She's 6 years old. She's a big girl. She's got a veteran presence with she's a high IQ role player. She's pretty like chill. She will play in the yard and do like short sprints, but she's not going to be your hiking buddy.
Did you say 6 years old?
6
Six,
years
yeah.
old. She gets along with other people, gets along with other dogs. She does okay with children, but would be better in a house without young children. But yeah, she is so cute. She was in a breeder where they abuse.
Yeah.
Got you.
Where she was just having, I can't think, guys, and I can't talk. But now she's in a foster home. She's learning her commands, but she's a great snuggle buddy.
Did you say how big she is? 'Cause
She's a good size. She's probably more standard poodle size, like a little taller
Okay.
than Goldens,
Okay.
but not huge.
Okay.
She could be Bo's
She
girlfriend.
could be.
Oh,
Bo's
cute
so
would she be?
handsome.
her
too.
energy level would be
Good for
Perfect
him.
for Bo.
good,
yeah.
good for Bo.
I mean, Freya's 6'7" now, and her energy level is still crazy.
It's because
Yeah.
she needs Avery.
Yeah. Yes.
They need to tire
They
each
need
other
each
out.
other.
She's crazy.
Oh, I have other shout-outs. The other shout-outs are, so the Golden State Valkyries are the first 500 million women's team in pro sports.
That's crazy.
And every WNBA team value is up more than 100% over the past 12 months.
That's
The
awesome.
WNBA teams are collectively worth $3.5 billion. But shout out to the Valkyries, man.
Right?
They pack the house.
They do.
Every
They do.
home game, and their fans rival the Fevers fans.
Yes, they do.
I think they might win because
Yeah.
they go insane.
San Fran loves
Yeah.
basketball.
They call it Valhalla,
Yeah.
the stadium.
Yeah.
It's friggin' amazing.
And Golden State Warriors did that years ago. Steph Curry did that years ago to
Well,
that
and
area.
Steph Curry's a huge part
Yeah.
of promoting the Valkyrie too. Like
Yeah.
he's there, I think, every game pretty much.
Yeah.
And he's just promoting them, and like, I think I love that. Like when the Indiana Pacers are at the Indiana Fever game.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
Yeah.
When they support each other like that.
Yeah.
Yep, that is awesome.
And my other shout out, we can both talk about. My first one is shout out to Asia Wilson for the fastest WNBA player to 5,000 points.
500.
But it makes sense because she had 1,000 points in last season alone.
Correct.
So,
Jesus, Marion.
Right.
so fastest, I think by like 30 games or
Yeah,
something
a
like
lot,
that. It was by a
actually.
lot of
Yeah.
games.
And she'll probably score 500 more points quickly because they're going to need her to be, because she's
Right,
their
who
only
else they
scorer.
got?
Yeah,
She's their only scorer.
They're a hot mess.
Yeah, they are.
And I forgot to talk about this last week. Wheels, hold your breath. Shout out to Angel Reese, who got her first triple-double 2 weeks ago. When we talked about her kind of towards the beginning of the season, I was frustrated with her because when she gets the offensive rebound, she has 3 people around her, and she was just going up with the ball, going up with the ball, going up with the ball. And I was like, just kick it out. Just kick it out.
Yeah.
So since her triple-double, she's been getting like 5, 6, 7 assists per game. She's the person who consistently gets Camila Cardoso the ball. Camila went off for 30 points in their last game. I know.
She did.
But it's growth, it's progress.
Keep that up because I
She's-
have an Angel Reese one
Oh
too.
my God.
But like this is the development that you want to see.
Yes,
Is now
absolutely.
she's adding the passing game to her. I still don't want her dribbling the ball up. I don't.
I've said that for 26 years to my forwards.
She just
You also have to
dribbles.
say to your guards, come get the ball.
Yeah.
She just
that
dribbles
too,
way
yes.
too high.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Well, who'd they beat Tuesday night? Was that over the Sparks? It was a good game.
yes.
I was
Yeah, I
trying to
think it was
watch
the
3
Sparks.
games at once.
Yes, I think it was the Sparks.
And that's where Reese had 18 points,
Yep.
17 rebounds.
Yep.
Cardoso went off for 27
Yep.
and 7 in that game.
Yep.
And is now taking a leave to be with
the America.
Yes, which she's playing great ball right
Yeah,
now.
they're
Cardoso.
gonna miss. They're gonna miss her.
And Angel Reese as well is the quickest. She just set a record, the quickest player to in a single season to 150 rebounds and 50 assists.
Yep.
So when you say 50 assists in a single season, and
Yeah.
we're not even
Yeah.
we're not even halfway through the
Nope.
season. You're saying this about a forward. We're
And
not saying it about a facilitator, point
If you
guard.
think
guard,
about
blah,
it,
blah, blah.
she did it faster than AT.
Yeah,
That means
yeah.
she did it faster than AT.
Yeah.
One of the best.
One of the best point forwards
Well,
is all
yeah,
I can.
yeah.
So we will give her work ethic and how far she has come in year 2.
Yeah.
We'll give her a big shout out. Thank you for doing that,
Yeah.
CB.
I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna
I
follow
had
my
a shout out
feelings
for her
today.
too. So,
Not my feelings.
oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I
This
mean,
is me keeping my mouth shut. Oh, I'm sorry. I need a hat on.
oh my God, my God, my God. I knew that was going to be a hard one for you. I did.
I did good, you guys.
You
I
did very
really
good.
well.
You did very good. You good? Good Angel Reese shout out.
That
and
was really hard.
Cardoso looked so good on Tuesday night, though.
She's finally being aggressive,
Coach Marsh is probably thinking, no,
and now she's going off.
no.
Yep.
And how many weeks will she be gone? That I
like
didn't catch.
6 or something like that.
you
Four.
kidding me?
Well, it depends on how good they do. Maybe not quite 6. Maybe not quite 6, but she's going to be gone for a good amount of time.
And they're playing some good ball right now, too. They
Yeah.
really are.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to watch 3 games at once because I
I-
don't like to do
I
that.
can't.
Who
I
can't do
can't.
that?
Who the fuck scheduled the WNBA?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Who
what I
did
want
it?
to know.
And they'll have like 6 games on one night and then no games
game.
on the
For like
next
2
night.
nights.
I had withdrawals on Monday because there wasn't a game.
I was like-
and then on Tuesday, I'm like,
Yeah.
Because Washington was
And they were
upset
all good
Atlanta
games.
that night.
They were all good games.
Yes, they were all really good games. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. I'm going to give a shout out to Jenny Busick, who is one of the assistant coaches for the Indiana Pacers.
Yes.
Did not say
Yes.
the Indiana Fever.
Love that.
I said the Indiana Pacers. One of the assistant coaches. She is only one of 15 women coaching an NBA team in some capacity. And I know it's worded one of only 15, but thank God there's 15.
Yeah.
And it'll only grow more. She's coaching, obviously, she was in the NBA Finals and raising her daughter as a single mom.
Shout out. Shout out.
Well freaking done. No, we're not going to give him a shout out. Where's my shout out board? The next shout out goes, and CB's got a picture for this one is Molly Moran, Alex Pickle, Clara Wilson, and Taylor Keel, along with on the boys' side, Clayton Foster and Thomas Mills, some local amazing soccer players that will be playing in the 2025 Twin State Soccer.
Awesome.
Oh no.
That will be July 26th.
Oh no.
1 p.m. and 4 p.m. at Hanover High School in New Hampshire. Got the pick? Got the pick?
I have the pick of the four ladies.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
That's all you
That's
need.
the one?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's a great pick.
It is a great
in
pick.
front of the Capitals. So a big congrats to those 6 as they extend their high school career for one more
That's awesome.
game.
One more. Those are so fun, those games. The
so fun.
Like the North-South games are so fun. The Vermont versus New Hampshire games are so fun. Like,
It is. And it's a great way for seniors to end
Yes.
their
Yes, for sure.
careers, their high school careers. And with that being said, you guys are going to love this. I just learned of this. Sometimes I think I'm under a rock because I love high school sports. We all know that. There is a gold-green game that is called the Rising Stars game. It was held for the first time at Norwich University's Sabine Field. And what it is, and the final score was the gold team 15, the green team 14. And this is Division 1 and 2 standouts from every area in Vermont. So this is great exposure for underclassmen. This is not seniors. This
Okay.
is underclassmen that get to play on a college field like Norwich for such a fun, competitive game. It has been going on for many years. This is the first time it was at Norwich University, and it featured 21 athletes from all over Vermont. Again,
very cool.
underclassmen. And for the second year in a row, the coaches for this event were our very own Spalding Crimson Tide Amanda Arnold and U32 Raiders coach Emily Connor. So a big shout out to
and
them.
what sport was this?
Lacrosse. I
Lacrosse.
probably didn't even say that yet, did I?
Well, the score I was trying to figure out. I was like, that's really high for softball or baseball.
It's true. I should have probably led with lacrosse.
Okay.
And some quotes from Coach Arnold and Connor is, it's great for the kids to get to know their opponents on a different level. The vibe of the game is always fun and competitive, but not emotional.
Nice.
Because they're just playing for
fun.
fun.
Yep.
Right, right.
And I think it's a nice end to the season, and all coaches send great kids every year. Overall, it's so great for the kids to have the opportunity as underclassmen to be recognized and to play at this higher level. And it's a testament to the growth of the game in the state of Vermont to see it become such a high-level competitive game being played. And it is very true. Lacrosse was not around when
No.
I was in high school.
Me neither.
And as a basketball coach, my athletic director, God bless him, would always, if I said the name lacrosse, he'd be like, no, that's not a sport. Because this man was a 15-time state champ in baseball,
Yeah.
coaching baseball. And it's tricky because some of these smaller schools in Vermont, sometimes it hurts the softball program.
Right.
Sometimes it hurts the baseball program. But it's been around long enough that I feel that the dust has settled. And I just think it is a growing and a popular sport. When I do tune in to watch it, I really get into it. I really do. And I was sitting with my dear friend Emily Hawes and Sarah DeFelice and their youngest son, Miles, 8? Really, really
He's all
into
about it.
lacrosse.
All about it,
Really
yeah.
into lacrosse, and has a contract for this summer because he wants his lacrosse goalie stick.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna put together a contract of chores that will earn
All
him
right.
Nice.
that
Nice.
goalie stick. So it's just to prove that lacrosse has come a long ways in the small little state of Vermont. And a big shout out to Coach Arnold and Coach Connor for keeping this going. And I hope it is at Norwich. And I would try to get over there and watch it next year.
It is definitely a cool sport for sure. I don't understand it at all. Like I literally.
That's why we have to go watch.
we do.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's like two sports where the rules are just like I don't get it.
Yeah.
Lacrosse and
Right.
hockey. Like I just don't. Because
Hockey
I, don't
I
watch
get.
them.
Field hockey I don't get, but you have tried
Right.
to teach
So
me.
I understand field hockey one, but like lacrosse, I'm just like I don't get it. Like why is it their ball? Like it's just confusing.
See, that's how I feel at field hockey.
Yeah.
I've watched it
So
for numerous years.
Yeah. But yes, I think lacrosse is very sick to watch. Like I think it's awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
I
And
love it because it's just like go the
Yeah.
whole time.
I like
And I'd never want to be a goalie. You couldn't
Right.
pay me enough to be
Hell
a
no.
lacrosse goalie.
Right.
Hell no.
I held a lacrosse stick many years ago. I was coaching boys basketball, junior high basketball, and one of my players was really into lacrosse. So he threw a stick my way, and he threw the ball at me, and of course I didn't catch it. I was just like, how do you catch it in this
Yeah.
little, well, I don't know if it's called a cradle or what it is. So he scooped it up, and he's like, run like this,
Yeah.
and now shoot. And it was amazing. And then he threw it to me again, and I missed it again. And realized that, well, softball's my gig, always has been since I was this high. So it is not an easy sport at all.
No.
My next shout out, I'm going off the grid a little bit to one of the best things I saw in this last week. And it was going to Trapp Family Lodge for an outdoor concert. Chad Hollister, bing, 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 bing. You put on a heck of a show. He is a Vermont boy through and through, travels all around the US of A. I knew I was going to see my friend Katie Higgins there because she's a big Chad Hollister backer. And I sent CB a picture to put up of just, it's not a venue because it's just outdoors. And all it is carry in, carry out. They don't even look in your bags. Just
nice.
go in, bring your
Yeah.
picnic, do whatever you want to
Yeah,
do.
those are the best.
And I
Yeah.
sat there, and the mountains of Vermont that
Yeah.
we take for granted, or I take for granted, just hugged me that 2-hour concert. And
Yeah.
I just kept staring at them going, absolutely
Yeah.
stunning.
Yeah.
The lawn kind of, it gravitates down a little bit
Yeah.
to where the stage is. And literally with 2 songs left in the night, everybody was dancing.
Yeah.
And your heart and your soul just felt so full
Yeah.
as you're taking in beautiful Vermont.
Yeah.
That again, I'm just going to say I take for granted.
Yeah, I went there last year with Susie, and it was just gorgeous. It was
Absolutely
gorgeous.
beautiful. And this concert, the Chad Hollister, every year, it's every year, I think the same time, ran into numerous friends, is put on by the Vermont Federation of Families for Children's Mental Health in Vermont. And one of my dear friends, Amy Lincoln Moore, who passed away in February, headed this. And I'm just going to read to you what Chad read. Knew Amy really well. Amy passed away in February of this year. She was my go-to person at the Vermont Federation of Families for Children's Mental Health, where we raise funds each summer in support of their work. Amy used those funds to launch and support meaningful programs based in Barre, Vermont, always driven by her passion for helping families. She brought incredible energy and a warm smile to everything she did, and her legacy continues to inspire us. I've known Amy my whole life, basically. One of my dear friends from high school that I would try to get together with once a month. So they now have Sharing Hope through the Amy Lincoln Moore Fund, and it was just awesome watching the buckets going around
yeah.
and the money going in. And
Scan that QR code, guys. I have it up. Scan the QR
Scan
code.
that QR code.
And you can put some donations in.
You can also get in touch with Sandy Yando, who's the executive director. Number is up on the screen. I'll give it to you, 802-578-9518. Thank you, Amy, for all you do, and you will continue to do. I promise you that, my friend. But what a great night. And this guy can sing, man.
Yeah.
He can sing. It's all feel good. And my friend Katie, who was dancing from the first song through the night, kept checking in with me, and I did get down there for the last couple of songs. So that was fun. We try to do spotlight on local high schools, schools out. I would be remiss, though, if I did not talk about track and field in Central Vermont, and that is U32 High School, where they swept the Division II state championship this year, the girls and the boys. The Raider girls passed the Division II feat of 4 straight championships, so now 5 in a row.
Wow.
The 4 was set by Fairhaven from 2007 to 2010, and they will attempt to match the record of 6 consecutive D2 titles set by Linden way back in 1988, 90 through 93. So that was 5 in a row. The U32 boys, got it right here, winners as well, have captured 10 of the last 12
Wow.
track and field
Wow.
championships at U32. So after sweeping the Division II state championship meets, they had the largest athlete delegation of any school at the New Englands this past weekend or the weekend before. The Raiders will be in the spotlight again on an even bigger stage. I think it's this coming weekend. A dozen top performers from U32 will head to Franklin Field in Philadelphia for the New Balance National Outdoor Championship. The U32 contingent is by far the biggest in school history and has been bursting with confidence after a season in which a quarter of the program's all-time records were broken.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And their cross-country program is just as sick. And obviously, I mean that in a very positive way. A shout out to head coach Andrew Tripp, who is already closing in on the mind-boggling total of 50
That's
state
crazy.
championships.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Won by
Wow.
former coach Mark Chaplin, who is a legend. You live in Central Vermont all your life, like I have.
Wow.
Mark Chaplin
Wow.
is a legend, and he now serves as an assistant coach for the squad. So kudos to U32, a big kudos to
For
U32 track and field, and congrats on bringing home state championships on the boys and girls side. I think that's all the shouts I have. Just for best thing I've heard, you know I like to do that. And the best thing I heard, if I can find it, might not be able to find it, was from one Shador Sanders.
Oh.
Here it is right here. After a pair of speeding tickets on June 5th, I believe he was going 102. Not sure what it was. 50? Was it in a 50?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
It was ridiculous. It was like
Yeah, it was in a
double what?
50.
Yeah.
It was in a 50, and he was going
yeah.
101,
Yeah.
102.
Yeah.
And let's understand, this young man already slid to round 5 in the NFL draft in April because of his persona, confidence,
Dad. Who knows?
dad. He's quoted as saying, "I made some wrong choices personally, and I can own up to them." So taking accountability, okay? I made some, not great choices. I learned. I'm just going with the ... I learned.
Did he though?
Thank you, because I didn't want to be the one to
Did
say it.
Yeah.
Do we think he did?
No.
No.
No?
No. He's just trying to say
The amount
right
of
thing.
privilege that he has, it's going to take something even more
Yeah,
to wake him up, unfortunately.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of ...
I gotta try and find it.
dots.
So they did a meme about this, about him going 100. Did you-
I should have put the new meme of Ari McDonald up. That should be one of my reactions.
Oh,
Should've
yeah.
put- yeah.
Yeah. My last thing for best thing I heard, and this will go into our next segue, no doubt, here on four quarters, is the strongest voice in our locker room is hers. And it's fun to be around her and get to learn from her. I soak it all in. That is a Caitlin Clark quote to DeWanna Bonner. And with that, let's unpack DeWanna Bonner.
Let's do it. Can I go on record?
Go. It's wide open here.
I have never liked her. I've always thought very right. Am I wrong? I have never had said anything good about DeWanna Bonner. I don't like her attitude. I think she thinks that she's way better than what she is, and I don't like her. I don't like her.
Wheels, do you not like her?
I don't like her.
Wheels doesn't like her.
And
CB,
I didn't think she was going to be a good fit with the Fever anyway.
I don't think any of us really thought that was going to work.
No,
I really don't.
For me, she was just going to be a role player and more there for the veteran presence.
The fit didn't work, is DeWanna Bonner's quote.
Here's the thing. She played for, and I know it was Stephanie White, but last year, Connecticut had the slowest offense.
Correct.
The slowest offense, and now you're going to a team with the fastest offense.
Right.
Very valid.
For someone who's
good one.
For someone who's 38 and that tall,
Yeah, no.
you're asking a lot out on your knees. Tanya said Bonner is great when AT is feeding her the ball. True.
So, is that where she ends up?
Oh, it's 100%
Where she wants to end up.
Well, she said there and Atlanta.
She's not getting. Atlanta doesn't need
Does
her.
Atlanta want her?
No.
They don't.
But also
Say it one more time, CB. They don't.
need her.
Exactly.
Neither does Phoenix.
No, they don't. Phoenix
Phoenix-
should not take her.
Phoenix has amazing chemistry right now.
Yep.
Yes,
Their chemistry
indeed.
is amazing.
Indeed.
Like we said
One of my
last
favorite teams to watch.
we said last week that they are, besides the Minnesota Lynx, the best team out west.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
Do
yeah.
you want to mess?
Yep.
Do you want to bring?
Why would you bring in
Because
that?
they're going to have to cut someone.
Yep.
Do you want to go ahead and cut someone just to pick up someone's fiance?
I think they already did cut
That
someone.
looks bad.
They did.
They
Did
did
they?
cut
They
someone.
did.
Yeah.
Now I can't
Man.
remember who.
Yeah.
How's the locker room gonna take
I
that?
think it looks terrible. And if I'm a player on that team and we're gelling like we are,
Yep.
and we're going to bring in her because her fiance plays for us,
Yep.
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Me too. That's why I'm like, yo.
I mean, I don't like AT either, but
Kudos to the Fever for getting McDonald back. That's
Yes.
who they need on that team.
Yes.
Freaking she's the only one who's she's
Did you
fighting
F-bomb
last
there,
night.
or did you cut
No,
that
I
off?
cut it off.
Oh,
She
never mind.
she plays tough.
yeah.
She plays tough.
Yeah, fit did not work out. And I agree with T-Mac as well. You know, she can add, but I just don't know with what team.
Right.
I think I look at, and guys, help me out here. I'm looking now at the most dangerous teams I think are out there, not named the Liberty or the Lynx.
Right.
And number one on my list is the Mystics.
Yeah.
And you don't even have Georgia Amore playing this
Right.
year.
Oh my gosh.
I think the Sparks are like Chicago. They're up and down, still trying to
Yep.
figure it out. Kelsey
Yep.
Plum's playing some great ball.
Yep.
I'll be interested to see how they mesh when they get Cameron
Cameron
Brink
Brink.
back.
I was just going to say, yeah.
When is she coming back?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I feel like she should have already been, slowly getting
Yeah.
Right. I feel like it's taken a long time.
And I do like Seattle. I like Seattle.
I do.
And when I say I like Seattle, when I get a chance to watch them, I typically do because I'm on the Malonga watch.
Yeah.
And the minutes are growing.
Yes.
She's looking more comfortable
Yep.
out there. And I'm seeing a lot of really good things from her
Yeah,
when she's
see?
on the court.
Right?
A
Right?
lot of good things
I was
from
so
her.
excited for her.
any other teams dangerous teams? So when we get to playoff time, if some of these young teams make it, Liberty doesn't want to have to play them.
Yo, I still say the
or
Valkyries.
Valkyries, okay? I know you guys are high on them.
Kate
How can you not be?
Yeah, you did.
21
points. 21
She went
points.
off. the
21
other night.
points
Yep.
for Kmart.
They just have they just have the hustle.
Well, and
They have the
they're
effort.
playing. There's no pressure on them.
Right.
They're playing
Right.
free. Like
Right.
nobody had any expectations for them whatsoever. So they're just going out there. They're gelling. They have great team chemistry, and they're just. You can tell they love it. Like they're having so much fun.
Exactly.
playing. Like,
Exactly.
Which is so
And
important.
that says a lot about their coach too.
Correct.
It
Hell yeah.
really does. Like I say, I'll watch any game when they're on. And the other night it was later, and I was trying to, and understand I'm saying trying to watch the Aces and the Mystics play because I'm like, oh, my favorite up and coming team,
Tanya says Valkyries,
my favorite old team
yeah.
because they are old.
and they just cut Megan McDonald, so they did.
Megan
Yes.
McDonald.
Yep.
Okay.
It's painful.
It was fun to watch, though, because I have probably watched the Mystics the most, but I've watched so many of these teams play. And it was good to see Citron, 21
Yeah.
points.
Mhm. Yeah.
Area Finn is constantly improving, and she's a double machine out there. My favorite player, though, that night was Lucy Olson, because she is one of
love
my
her.
favorites.
Oh yeah,
Love
she
her.
had that big three.
Yeah.
That put
14
her
points,
away.
4 rebounds, 3 assists, and more importantly, in 37 minutes
Right.
of
Yeah.
play. I literally was pacing on draft night because I wanted her to get drafted so bad. And then I'm like, is she going to play? Is she going to get to play? She's carving out a niche. I
Yeah.
know it probably helps that Georgia A. Moore
Right.
is not there, but
Yep.
you know what? She's
taking advantage of the
She's
opportunity.
taking advantage
And that's
of
what's
the
important.
opportunity. Caitlin Clark struggling with the groin injury, is out again tonight. But smart, we all agree, incredibly smart to not have her playing.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Too early in the season. We now saw what happened to Tyrese Halliburton
Right.
with a calf
Oh my
strain
gosh.
that turned into the full-blown Achilles.
Yeah.
It's incredible when they slow-mo it.
Yeah.
As
And
soon as I
pinpoint
saw it,
and you can actually just see it.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
it's just like it's amazing.
as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Yep, that's his Achilles."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's when you text and
Yeah,
you're like,
you-
yep,
yep.
all done. And I'm like, well, I'm not near a TV.
Me
What's
neither. I
going
was like,
on?
what's she talking
What's
about?
going on? And I'm like, oh, and there
And
it
it was
is.
so early in the first.
But switching quickly from the W to the NBA, we have to give a huge shout out to OKC Thunder. And a big congratulations and a really good NBA playoff.
Yeah. Oh,
Great
yeah.
playoffs.
Great
Great
playoff,
playoff.
Great
for sure.
championship.
Great
Like
playoffs.
I don't think anyone thought it was going to go 7. We didn't.
Nope.
Oh God, no,
And
no.
like for the most part, super competitive games, all
Yep.
7.
Yep.
But
I forgot who said it, but someone was like, "This will be one of the first NBA championships where I'll remember the team that lost more than I'll remember the
right,
team that
indeed.
won."
right, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Whoever said that, very, very well said.
Yeah.
I mean, I think OKC has the potential to be a dynasty. I really do if they keep
Yeah.
the core together.
If they
Yeah.
can keep them together.
Yeah.
but
the-
as we all know, it's a business, and
They remind me of Golden State,
they
though.
do. And
they
that's
really,
what the talk
really do
That's
remind
what the talk
me.
is. You know, SGA is Steph Curry. and,
Yep.
Yep.
Like, you know, Williams is
Oh, and
Klay
Williams
Thompson.
was huge.
And he was awesome.
Yeah,
and
he
like,
was the
On
perfect-
any other team, he's the MVP of
Yep.
that. But it's like,
Yep.
and the big guys, I mean, I love that Chet man. He is,
I love Chet Holmgren. Loved him at Gonzaga. Love him.
I mean, he needs to eat a burger or 7.
he does. I used to think that at Gonzaga
I'm
his one year. I'm
like,
like,
who
oh
feeds
man,
this
he
boy?
needs to eat a lot of steak too.
Like,
So big kudos to OKC, the youngest team
Yeah.
to win. The average of the team age-wise is
25.
25.6.
Yep.
20, can we say 26? 25.6. 68 wins on the season. I think that's second to Golden State and obviously the Chicago Bulls
Yeah.
with the 72 and 73 wins. SGA,
he's
MVP of the league and MVP of the playoffs. I mean, he's on a
and
different
just like an
level.
awesome dude.
He is an
Like,
awesome dude.
He went to make sure Halliburton was
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
He saw him in the locker room afterwards. Like
Yep.
he went to
Yep.
the
Yep.
locker room to see him.
Yep.
Like just an awesome like role model for kids. Like
Exactly.
And that's what it's about,
exactly. I mean,
know?
we've heard about SGA and a lot of John Morant in the past 2 to 3 years
Yeah.
as the up and comers, and kids are wearing their jerseys. We're SGAs until
Yeah.
John Morant
Yeah.
proves himself
Correct.
the way SGA has proven himself.
Correct. Yes.
But a huge shout out to them because they've been so much fun to watch. They've brought, I can only speak for myself, they've brought the excitement of the NBA
Oh,
back
100%.
for me.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
As has the Minnesota
Yep.
T-Wolves,
Yep.
Yep.
as has the Indiana Pacers. Obviously a huge hole with Halliburton,
Yeah.
obviously not going to play next year. It literally is opening up the East
Yes.
in the NBA.
For sure.
And now everybody's scrambling around. We just had the NBA draft the last 2 nights because it is wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at, we're probably not going to see Jason Tatum.
Probably not.
And then the Celtics had to get to that tier 2 apron, and they traded Drew Holiday. They traded Porzingis the other day. So they're breaking their team down, literally. I heard Jaylen Brown, but that would be absolutely
That would be
insane. You've just made
Stupid.
2 trades to get under that salary cap.
Yeah.
You cannot trade Jaylen Brown, who on a lot of nights is your best player.
Correct. Yes.
You know, so, but it is wide open. I do feel bad for the Pacers. I really do.
Did you know that? So 3 players tore their ACL, or I mean their Achilles, in this year's playoffs. They all wore the jersey 0.
Shit.
Get out.
That's wild.
Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
creepy.
That is creepy.
That is crazy.
I was like,
Oh, I did not know
Yep.
that. That's a good
Yep.
one, Wheels.
I was
That's
like,
a really
okay,
good one.
all right.
What is happening? With that being said, the draft, which is now 2 nights,
which is bizarre, but why?
just trying to mimic the NFL, which
Yeah.
you're not going to do.
No.
So it was 2 nights, and 18 freshmen
Jesus.
were drafted in round 1.
Awesome.
The first 8 picks were freshmen.
Which is ridiculous.
I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah.
I mean, unpack that like DeWanna Bonner.
Yeah.
And the second round, which they had on night 2, which probably nobody viewed, because usually the second round's pretty strong, and they only have 2 rounds, mind you. And usually the second round's strong, but they were saying it's one of the weakest second rounds because so many players decided, due to the NIL,
Yeah, just it.
why am I going to sign a second round contract in the NBA when I can go make $2 or $3 million
Correct.
off the NIL?
100% makes sense.
Yeah.
What the heck,
Yeah.
you guys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Still some really good players in that second round, but I'm confused. I'm very much confused because I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah. You may as well let high school players enter the draft again.
Might as well.
Like if you're going to be, 18 freshmen in the first round, all Duke starting 5 drafted.
I think I have, who were the ones?
Guys, look at this picture.
Here we go. No.
That's awesome.
That's a really good pick.
That is a great pick.
Are you flashing that one out there? I had
will.
it written down somewhere, and I probably, oh no, right here.
I'm going to meme this so hard, guys.
I love it.
I
Do
just-
it. Do it up.
Because Kelsey Plum is just being Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey Plum is amazing.
And then I love that face
I'm
by
just a
her.
bigger fan of her on the Sparks.
Ari
I don't know
McDonald.
why I'm saying that. So R.J. Lewis Jr., St. John's, had a tiff with Coach Pitino. He enters the draft. Can't go back. Pitino's pissed me off because remember, we have to coddle these adults, young adults. He goes undrafted.
Yep.
He gets signed to that 2-way contract by the Jazz. But mind you, when they're signed undrafted, it's usually you're going to the G
Yep.
League. You
Yep.
know, that's where you're going.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's RJ, boom, undrafted. Ryan Nebhard, which shocked me, the Gonzaga point guard, undrafted. Hunter Dickinson, I have to leave
That's
Michigan
shocking, yeah.
and go to Kansas, undrafted. Mark Sears, who scored in buckets for
Buckets
Bama,
for Bama, yep.
undrafted. And the one that you're going to go, what the F? Caleb Love,
Yeah. Shocked by
Yeah. Yep.
drafted.
Yeah.
Yep.
So these 2-way contracts, do not ask me to explain that. They have signed RJ with the Jazz. Oh, Ziegler was another one from Tennessee. Great kid.
Yeah.
Signed with the Pistons, Nebhard with the Mavs, Dickinson with the Pelicans, Sears with the Bucks, and Caleb Love with the Blazers. which we will probably not see them on an NBA court anytime soon.
No.
What is happening?
Yeah,
It's wild.
I mean,
So these guys stayed in school to prove themselves and to build their draft stock.
right.
They stayed in school.
Yeah.
They went undrafted, but we had 18 freshmen go in round 1. Cooper Flagg just turned 18, people.
That's crazy.
crazy.
He's a baby.
He is a
Absolutely
baby.
insane. And the Dallas Mavericks got an A+ because they drafted
Cooper got.
Cooper Flagg.
Or Cooper Flagg.
Yep.
Yes.
I know, the suspense is killing you
Yeah.
guys, isn't it? They got an A+, and I think their only draft pick was Cooper Flagg.
I thought they
Cooper
had.
Flagg.
That was it.
I think that was it. I'm 90% sure, but people that got A's in the draft, and I will give them A's. That's why I'm only going to mention these teams. VJ Edgecombe, the guard from Baylor, watched him play a lot. Just a freshman, but he's going to be good. He's going to be a good one. Johnny Broom, thank God he got drafted, but it wasn't until night 2.
Yep.
So both of these young men going to the 76ers.
Solid.
They get an A.
I think Broom
From
will
me.
fit
So
very
only-
well
I
there.
think Broom, because he works his ass
Yeah.
off.
Only
Yeah.
Philly team I like.
Yeah.
The only Philly team you like. And again, can we give them playing time
Right.
and not keep going out and getting Paul George,
Right.
who's hurt for
Jesus.
half the year?
Jesus Christ.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, Joel Embiid is working out really hard this offseason.
Oh, thank God. So he'll last.
That's where I want to have
He'll
a-
last 2 months before he can't move
Right.
and his foot hurts or
Womp,
something.
womp,
Joe
womp.
Edson's in the house.
Hey,
Joe.
Joe. The Charlotte Hornets get an A. Believe it or not. And I don't ever say this about Charlotte, but I'm going to say his name wrong. I love hacking names, you guys. Con Kneppel. I think I got it. Kneppel
I
from
think it
Duke.
is.
The,
It is.
the
Yeah,
big-time
it is.
shooter
Yeah.
from Duke. Him, Liam McNeely, the big-time shooter from UConn, who got drafted late in round 1. Sion James, the shooting guard from Duke. And wait, because this was the steal of the draft in my eyes, Ryan Kalkbrenner, the 7'1" center from Creighton that I have watched for years. I love this kid, and I love Creighton basketball for some reason. All 4 of those young men drafted by the Charlotte Hornets.
Solid.
Shooter, shooter, shooter. So, you know, they're going to have some bad shooting nights. I'm going to put them right on that cusp of, as it's getting near the end of the NBA season, possibly they could be looking at a playoff spot. Possibly. Next team, they get an A++. And we're going to be talking about this team for a lot of years. It's the San Antonio Spurs, who are already right there.
Yep.
Right there. Dylan Harper. Don't ask me how they got the number 2 pick in the ping pong thing, but they did. So they got the point guard out of Rutgers, who's a stud.
He's awesome.
He is a stud. And then they turned around 12 picks later and got the small forward Carter Bryant out of Arizona. Both of them are freshmen. This team is already right there. And you add these 2 to the mix. Everybody thought San Antonio was going to trade that number 2 pick to get a veteran presence. They said, F no, because we're going to do what the Thunder did and what the Warriors did.
Yep.
So good job to San Antonio for sitting pat and just holding their ground and taking Harper. Ace Bailey was the polarizing figure in the draft.
Yep.
Didn't want to work out for all these teams
He
in
didn't
the
even
top
interview it.
5.
Yeah.
Did an interview trying to buy his way to Washington.
Yep.
Which I don't know what the big deal
Like,
was
why?
there.
Yeah.
But he wanted to go 6 to Washington or 7 to the Nets.
Yep.
So he was a shoo-in to go 3. But obviously he didn't care because he just was like, F this, I just want to go.
Yep.
So God bless Danny Ainge and his son, who were picking number 5 to Utah land
Yep.
for taking Ace Bailey.
I love it.
Good job,
I
Angels.
love
Good
it.
job. And now he's backtracking a little, and he's like, oh, no, I'm excited to go play for the Jazz over in Utah.
Are you?
Didn't his mom do like an interview?
I bet he's going to hold out or something.
The fact that the Jazz called, I don't know. The Jazz called his bluff, though, is what I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love it. They went into the draft, and you know, sometimes you don't believe all the talk. But Danny Ainge said, we went into the draft targeting, because they had picked 5 and 18, targeting 2 shooters, and it was Ace Bailey and Walter Clayton Jr., one of your favorites.
Yep, love him.
From the championship Florida Gators, and they got both of those young men. So you get an A+++++ as well. The only team that's getting a hard time out of the first round, is the New Orleans Pelicans. And I'm going to stick up for them. CBS Sports gives them a C+. I'm going to give them a solid B. Jeremiah Fears could turn out to be the best player in this draft. Yes, he does have boom or bust written all over him. But I think he's going to figure it out. Just a freshman, again, built this big, like Steph Curry coming out, built this big. I think the kid's going to be okay. It's not going to happen right off the bat. But what they did, everybody loved Derek Queen, the center from Maryland. Everybody. So the Pelicans traded up to get him, but gave away an unprotected 2026 first round.
Oh, wow.
So New Orleans, not really a team in the playoffs a lot. Gave it to Atlanta, and usually they're protected. This was unprotected.
Wow.
So everybody is verbally crucifying this franchise.
Yeah.
They are killing them. In my head, I say, well, this is a huge if. If Zion Williamson could stay healthy.
I think that's one of the biggest busts
100%.
ever.
And you add Derek Queen, who is, in my eyes, one of the best centers. He's going to make an impact in year one. Fears doesn't have to be the lead guy on that team. Yes, if they finish out of the playoffs, then there's going to be a lot of mud on their face. And the Atlanta Hawks are going to reap the benefits of it. But if those 2 players can be good in a supporting role in year one, and I know if Zion can stay healthy is a huge if for me. I don't know. They could. They could. I'm still going to give them a B. I'm not going to go away from the B. Just not going to do it.
Joe says they are paying college kids that should put their education first.
I agree, Joe. I agree wholeheartedly. But I don't think these kids.
They are a change.
Yeah.
It's this right here.
Yeah.
It's this. And times have changed. You know, when you get a kid staying in the draft that went undrafted because he's pissed off at his college coach, who is a coaching legend, first and foremost, I'm like, the dude's a coaching legend, so what do you do? What do you do? I don't know. But an exciting draft. We're not going to look ahead to the 2026 because I have to watch an entire college season before we talk about this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because half of them are going to be freshmen.
Exactly. That just blows my mind, though. 18 freshmen, first 8 picks were freshmen.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then we list off these undrafted kids who tried to better their stock and mature at the same time.
I mean, Caleb Love definitely needed to.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And they go undrafted. So what are all these kids seeing?
Yep.
Right.
And then you're giving 18-year-olds all this money all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Just
Right?
asking for trouble.
Right?
Where they're going to be on the road travel, you're just asking
Yep.
for trouble.
The only one that can handle it right now is Cooper Flagg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ESPN went to Maine, his hometown in Maine, and they were hanging out there for almost a week. It was fabulous. You guys want to talk any MLB, or would you rather
Joe
not?
says that's CB's college fund.
Love
Man,
it.
we need
I love it.
hundreds of thousands more than
Let me
that.
throw a
Oh my
name at you guys
God.
and just say I have no idea who you're talking about. Cal Raleigh.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Does he play for the Oakland?
No,
No.
I don't think. No, I didn't know until today either.
Okay.
So, you know, we love to talk sports, but there's so many things that we just don't know. He was on the bottom line of ESPN because he has announced he's going to enter the home run derby. He leads Major League Baseball with 32 home runs.
Who the hell is he?
He's
What
a catcher
team did-
for the Seattle Mariners.
Oh.
And now we know.
And now we know.
Wow.
And I'm going to give him a shout out.
Wow. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm like, huh? 32 homers? You know, in my eyes, it's just Aaron Judge that leads
Right,
in
right.
all those categories.
And Ohtani. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
and Ohtani.
Yeah.
His dad will also be pitching to him
Oh, that's
Love
awesome.
that.
in the home run derby. Cal Raleigh.
Wow.
Remember the name.
Okay.
2 other nuggets I have. You guys can throw any MLB nuggets out. I know you guys are going to be yelling at the Yankees. All I can tell you is there's still a half game in first place.
I don't even know how.
As are the Mets, and I don't even know
Yeah,
how.
see?
Yeah.
Who lost, 9 out of their last 10 games before winning 2.
Yankees are probably close to that.
Yeah, I mean, we can't
Holy
even score.
crap.
So,
Actually, I can tell you why. After the Mets got swept by the Tampa Bay Rays, the Atlanta Braves, and the Philadelphia Phillies, actually, they might have won 1 game. The Phillies then turned around this past week,
Yep.
the last 3 days,
Yep.
got swept by the
Yep.
Astros.
Yep.
The stat from the game, you guys, you're going to love this. 3 games, Astros swept them, Phillies scored 1 run the entire series.
Yeah.
shit.
Sounds like the Yankees.
yeah, that's like a Yankees one. Yeah.
The Philadelphia Phillies?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's an offensive juggernaut. The scores were 1-0, 2-0, and 2-1.
Wow.
Wow.
So neither team scored a lot of runs.
Some good pitching there.
But kudos
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the Astros, and that is some freaking superb pitching.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh no, I can't ask you this question because we're going to do whiteboard with this question. That was my favorite stat was, and I said, how the Mets just won the last 2 games with the Braves, and they have been stinking it up.
Yep.
So that's the only reason they're back atop is because
Yeah.
the Phillies had
Well-
to play the Astros.
Well, Carlos Rodon threw 6 shutout innings. The Yankees were up 3-0. He only had maybe 80s, high 80s pitches. Aaron Boone decided to bring in Loaizaga, who immediately lost the lead, and we lost that game. Rodon was cruising.
Yeah.
He was cruising. He only had 80s.
He's been pitching well too.
He's only had 87-ish pitches. He could have gone out for that 7.
Right.
You
Right.
could have
Oh,
stretched
yeah.
him for that 7. Put in Luke Weir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh, there's one.
There's one.
So we're talking about the Houston Astros, which none of us cheer for the Houston
No,
Astros,
we
but
all hate the Yankees.
we're here to talk sports. Sorry, CB, I'll make sure it's only one.
He could throw a nice one.
The series I'm going to keep an eye on this weekend is the Chicago Cubs at the Houston Astros.
Ooh,
Good series.
good series.
That one should be a good one,
Yeah.
don't you guys think?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I love the way the Cubs are playing too.
Yep.
We've been waiting a few seasons for them.
Yeah,
I know.
I like that. I
Yeah.
should have wore my De La Cruz shirt because he
Oh,
had himself
Ellie.
a game
Yes.
against the Yankees.
Yes.
He's so close to 20 homers
Yeah.
on the season
I mean,
too.
he was a triple away from the cycle.
He's so fun to watch.
He is so
He's
talk
so
about
fun
a
to
guy
watch.
loving life.
Yeah,
just
he's just
loving
having
playing
fun.
the game of baseball.
He's just having fun.
He is having fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he does it all.
Oh,
They
yep.
talk those 5-tool players.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, he should be the poster child
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm like, if he ever becomes a free agent, there's going to be. Would
Yeah.
much rather have a De La Cruz on my team
Yeah.
than a Juan Soto.
yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Uh-oh. We hit a sore spot.
For the first time all season, I saw Juan Soto in a Mets uniform, so that shows you how much I watch the
Yeah.
Mets.
Yep.
And I was just at a place that had the Mets and the Braves game on, or I
They
wouldn't
forced
have
it
been.
on you.
Really forced it.
Joe Edson says NASCAR is starting mid-season tournament brackets tomorrow night. I have no idea what that means.
So explain it more, Joe.
Yeah.
CB
Yeah.
will read it off.
I
do.
think that's a new thing they're doing. I
I
think.
can't keep up with the new rules of
I
NASCAR
can't- I can't either.
and I try so hard.
I feel like now all sports are having an in-season tournament.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
Yes, they are indeed.
And now
indeed.
NASCAR's involved in it. It's like, okay, what's happening?
Yeah.
We're gonna start this now, even though we already are in quarter number 4, because I know it's going to take us a while. But we're going to have Fabulous Friday 6-pack of questions for the whiteboard, and I'm going to have 1 overtime question. So that means 7.
Seven.
7.
I think
7.
You're okay.
What were you going to say, CB? Come on.
My brain will try its best.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to tell you this.
A lot going on up here.
Can I tell you this? They're pretty fun, simple ones.
Okay.
It's
I'll
not,
take that.
I know
I'll
there's
take
a lot
that.
of times I throw it out and you guys go, ooh, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one is you're gonna be like, oh, I can handle that. So the 2 teams with the best record in Major League Baseball right now.
Okay.
As we approach All-Star break,
Yep.
so that's the halfway point of the season.
Okay.
Both teams have 51 wins.
Yep.
In the AL, it's the Detroit Tigers.
Tigers.
In the
Yep.
NL, it's the LA Dodgers.
Okay. Of course it is.
Let's
Shocker.
just hypothetically say the season ends and those 2 teams are in the World Series. Who wins it and how many games?
I mean, this is my complete bias. Joe Edson says I don't know why I keep calling him. I just have to say his full name anytime he makes a comment.
You
Just
use
started.
his first name because he's one of our best listeners.
I know, but I just like it's
Just picking on
the name just flow. Anyways,
Yeah.
just started
Go
this
ahead.
year. It just like college bracket, driver versus driver. Oh, that's fun.
That's
Oh.
cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, that is
Ooh, I
fun.
might have to tune into that.
I might have to tune into that.
It's gonna be a rainy Saturday.
Ask him how many laps, or I can. Hey Joe, how many laps?
Saturday or Sunday, Joe? Because
Yeah.
Sunday's usually NASCAR day.
Yeah.
And
I think
watched.
didn't he just say tomorrow night?
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's a Saturday night gig. I forget they do have them on Saturday
Yeah.
night. Under the Lights is nothing
cool.
better.
Yeah.
So cool. I don't even know what my question number 2 is. Okay, so I'm going to back up a little bit because Wheels brought up parity in college softball.
Mm-hmm.
There's parity in the NBA because in the last 7 years, 7 different champions. That's really cool, you
That's
guys.
fun.
I love
That's
that.
fun.
That is so freaking cool. So let's hope that's a trend for the NFL. We almost had the Chiefs win 3-peat, but they were back to back before the Eagles ruined that. So let's just hypothetically say we keep on that path to parity in the NFL.
Okay.
We're going to go with a team that we think is going to win the Super Bowl that has yet to win one. Because OKC wins their first
First. Yep, okay.
championship.
Okay.
Okay. You guys get where I'm going with this
Yep.
theme?
Yep,
All right,
yep, yep.
excellent.
Yep.
So yet to win, I'm going to name the teams.
Thank you.
I know. I was like,
Just for you, CB.
My brain.
Minnesota Vikings,
Okay.
Cincinnati Bengals,
Okay.
Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions, Los Angeles Chargers.
Ooh.
One more time. Vikings, Bengals, Bills, Lions, Chargers.
oh boy.
Let's have parity in the NFL. I'm sorry, Mama Wheels. Parity in the NFL. We have to have it.
So
like
we
the
have to
NBA.
pick one of those.
Yeah. You want to say another team, though, but that's the teams that have yet to win a Super Bowl, a championship.
Frig.
This one's going to be a long one,
This is.
the next
Do
one.
I go
and
with my
I'm gonna-
heart? Do I go with?
I know, right? Oh, I'm going to play 2.
Good.
I'm going to play 2.
Damn it.
I'm going to play 2. Well, your heart must be tugging with a couple of them.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This next one is spotlights Aaron Rodgers because you know I have to.
You have to. We
spotlight
can't have a show
Aaron
without Aaron Rodgers.
every week because I love him so much. Aaron Rodgers said the chance to close out his career playing for a cornerstone NFL franchise helped draw him to the Steelers this offseason. But it wasn't the only thing that attracted him to Pittsburgh. This young man named DK Metcalf's presence also drew him there. Quoted from Rodgers, DK is a lead by example guy. He's a big reason I'm in Pittsburgh as well. Conversations that he and I had and getting to know him as a person helped me lean that way. At the start of the year, I didn't really know DK at all. He's like, I work out at 6 a.m. every day. Freaking crazy. And Aaron said to him, well, I have a 2-hour ride from Malibu to UCLA, so let's work out at 8 a.m. Do I believe this?
No.
Do I believe that he went and worked out with DK Metcalf? I'm not sure I do. So DK says, yeah, that's fine. He's not just a physical specimen. He's a really solid human being. He's solid dude, and he leads by example. The way he practices, I think that's one of the most encouraging things is the room goes how the top dogs go. So with that very long-winded Aaron Rodgers special by me, is DK Metcalf a top 10 receiver in the NFL this season? The question was way shorter than the Aaron
Yes.
Rodgers spotlight.
And do you know that DK Metcalf? Well, his body is ridiculous.
His
It
body
It
is insane.
Stupid. He eats candy. Basically, that's it.
Yeah. He eats
Literally.
candy. CB?
Yeah.
You can do an ad with DK Metcalf.
It's literally all he
go.
eats. He did an interview and they asked
We'll
him.
have you chucking the nerds, and
Yep.
then we could also have Marshawn Lynch on there.
Yes, for Skittles.
Oh, yeah.
Skittles.
Yep.
But
Skittles.
Metcalf's body is, it's insane.
Yeah.
It is insane. And thank you for having patience with me during my Aaron Rodgers spotlight.
Joe says wheelchair Rogers.
Yep. And I tell you what, you guys, Can't stand the guy, but I am giving him a lot
are.
of time on this show. Okay, number 4 is, we already did that one. They were doing a stat line for tight ends. There was a tight end university recently on
so
ESPN. So there's been 3 tight ends in the last 3 years, I think it was, that went for, I love my numbers, 80, 808. 80 receptions, 800 yards, and 8 TDs. Travis Kelce, Sam Laporta, and the last year's was George Kittle, Trey McBride, or Jonnu Smith. George Kittle, Trey McBride, or Jonnu Smith that went for 80, 800, and 8.
That's a lot.
Right?
It is. For a tight end.
And Laporta just went off. Okay, so that's 4 questions. So now we're going to go to predictions for tonight's WNBA.
Okay.
Marquee matchups. Obviously, we know that Caitlin Clark's not playing tonight.
Yo,
and
they're
what a
losing a lot of
matchup it
money.
would be, but it still could be.
Sad face.
Yep.
Kelsey Mitchell's playing well.
Yo,
Boston's playing well.
She got her 3 back. Kelsey Mitchell. Ugh. Why don't you like Kelsey Mitchell?
I don't like her. I've never liked her. Ask Lori.
She hasn't.
I haven't.
So, first game on tap, the Indiana Fever are visiting the Dallas Wings. Indiana comes in at 7-8. The Wings are 4-12, coming off a big win the other night. I think it was Atlanta. It was indeed Atlanta. Dallas is favored by 51%. Who are you picking?
Oh, this is hard. This is actually hard. I think it's gonna be close.
Uh-oh. I said I had an extra one, but I can't find it. I'm going to go to the schedule and figure it out. Okay, this is the one I want to see, and it's on at 10 o'clock. Thank God it's Friday, CB. Take a nap.
Is it the Lynx?
It is the New York Liberty at the Phoenix Mercury.
Oh yeah.
Good game.
Yo, they are
11-3 and 11-4.
Liberty's hurting without JJ.
Yeah.
CBS is telling me that the Liberty are favored by 69%.
What's the odds that they're going to lose 3 in a row?
So I'm going to guess that the third one, and I'm just going to go to the schedule because I did have 3. I had one overtime pick as well. And I think it was indeed what CB just said, and it is. The Minnesota Lynx at the Atlanta Dream.
I can't wait for that game.
It's going to be a good game.
The over-under
is probable.
The over-under is 158 points scored, and the Lynx are favored 3.5.
Yeah.
And Collier's playing?
She's probable.
I went to everything. I'm like, is she playing or not?
She just got upgraded to probable. I love both of those teams. I'm so pumped for that game. That's the game to watch
because
tonight.
of UCB,
both of them.
I have really zoned in on Atlanta this year.
They're a good team.
And they are fun
They're
to
a fun
watch.
team.
They are so fun to watch.
Who's winning Coach of the Year, guys?
And of course, I say that we had the luxury of watching them on June 6th as well live. That coach from Florida Gulf Coast, that is head coach of Atlanta, solid dude.
Yep.
Really solid dude. All right.
Okay.
Let's do it. Ding, ding, ding.
Joe joined in, so he'll be answering as well.
Excellent. I love that.
Love it.
I want Tanya to answer too. MLB season's done. We're in the World Series. Screw the playoffs. We're just going to go to the World Series.
Yeah.
Okay? The top 2 teams right now as we approach All-Star break in July are the Tigers and the Dodgers. Who wins and how many games?
I said Tigers in 7, but that is a completely biased answer.
I have Tigers in 6.
I have Dodgers in 5.
It's a completely biased answer.
Wheels is like, you all are wrong. You all are wrong.
Joe says Dodgers.
I don't know. That Tigers team, the makeup of that team. Don't ask me to name that starting lineup for them.
I can't name a single player. So.
But we're talking about parity. We went off about parity. Wheels said it right to start the show. Yet to win in the NFL. Vikings, Bengals, Bills, Lions, Chargers. So let's go along the parity theme here. Who wins their first championship in the 2025-2026 season? I'll go first. The Buffalo Bills.
That's who I put.
Me too.
Ooh. Now they're not going to win.
I know.
I know.
Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Papa Wheels.
Yeah,
Sorry, Papa Wheel.
My dad's-
but
my
we
dad's-
just screwed Mama Wheels and Papa Wheels.
My dad's a
today.
Bills fan
as
too.
you all know,
I just love Josh Allen so much.
Yeah, I want him. Yeah, I want
Like,
it for him.
I just want it for him so
Me
bad.
too.
me too.
He's literally been carrying this team.
Yeah. For
Number-
how many seasons now?
Yeah.
If you look at the makeup of these teams, though, here's the funny thing.
Oh,
Vikings,
he said
I'm
Dodgers
nervous
and
for
six.
JJ.
Me too.
Yep.
Bengals, I'm nervous because they
the
don't have a
defense.
defense.
Me too.
Yep.
Lions, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
They're
You just
unpredictable.
lost your
Yeah.
offensive and defensive coordinator. It makes
Yeah.
me nervous. So my second choice would be the Chargers.
Same. Same.
I think mine was Detroit, I think.
Absolutely.
Only because-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd love to say the Bengals, but their
Joe-
defense, who's playing defense for them?
Right.
Joe
Who's
also
playing?
said Bills.
See, we
Yeah.
podcast jinxed the
We just
shit
jinxed it.
out
Sorry,
of that
Josh.
team,
Yep.
and it's
At
not
least
even
he got
September.
married. So
Yeah.
that's
Yep. So after a long-winded blah, 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 Aaron Rodgers said this about DK Metcalf. Will DK Metcalf be a top 10 receiver in the NFL this season?
I said no.
I
said
say
no.
yes. Oh, I'm the only
Joe
one
said
saying
no.
yes.
Joe said yes.
Okay, thank you, Joe. I say yes because Aaron Rodgers peppers the shit out of his number one receiver.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over again. And the Steelers don't have a number two receiver. It's the only reason. You guys said no because you just don't like Aaron Rodgers?
Correct.
There
I
it
just
is.
I don't know if he's gonna make it through the season.
I don't think so either. I just don't think
that's my
Valid.
thing. I
Yeah.
don't think he's gonna make
Valid.
it through the season.
Valid. Can't argue with you at all
Physically.
there. If he does, he's just going to pepper the shit out of him.
Yeah.
8,808 is a stat line for tight ends in the last 3 seasons. Travis Kelce, Sam Laporta, and Jonnu Smith, George Kittle, or Trey McBride.
McBride.
I said McBride.
Jonnu Smith.
I knew it was going to be someone you would never think. That's
Edson
right.
said
I had
Kittle.
it.
On the Dolphins. What?
Yeah.
Edson said Kittle. Yeah.
I'm not dinging for that.
I know. I was like, I'm just. Yeah.
I figured, I was like, he did
because
not
she's
fit
yeah,
in
because
there.
she's asking that question.
Well,
I thought it was
came
him.
on NFL Live, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And in my
Yeah.
head, and I picked the other 2 names, and I thought the 2 top tight ends last year were Brock Bowers, and I had Trey McBride on my fantasy team, so I know how good he is, but he did not catch touchdowns. He caught a
That's
shit
true.
ton of balls.
Yeah.
And Kittle was solid
Yeah,
last
always.
year too.
Love that guy.
But yeah, Jonnu Smith, it shocked me, you guys.
I just want to hang out with George Kittle.
right?
Like, just for a night.
I tell you what, if you hung out with him and his wife, and maybe I know they were on that wide receiver show, they just look like so much fun.
So much fun. Yes.
So much freaking fun. All right, so now we're on to the W, correct?
Yes.
All right. Number 1 on the docket, 7:30 tip is the Indian Fever at the Dallas Wings. Fever at 7 and 8, Wings at 4 and 12 without Caitlin Clark. Who say you wins?
Wings.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
The Fever look like they are so bored.
Also, the Wings just got Lee Yaroo,
Who's playing?
who went off.
fabulous.
Who went off last game for the
CB.
Wings.
Good job mentioning her.
Yep. Yep. And like,
She wasn't in my notes, and she should have been.
you know what it is?
Oh.
Without Demiris Dantes, who went to also the America Cup with Cardoso, they don't have a 4 who can spread the floor.
Right.
Right. So everything's
Right.
just going down low, and they're just collapsing on Aaliyah Boston.
Yep.
She's got no space.
No.
Which, what are you going to do with that?
And they're not, and they can't get her the ball.
Yeah,
They
no.
can't get.
Well, no, I was
and
gonna
you
say,
need,
what do you do with that? You can't.
You
and their
need to
offense
get.
plays slow,
You need to get AB the ball.
and they just are not.
You
Without
need
Caitlin in there,
AB
they're
the
not
ball.
the same team.
Joe
Kelsey
says Fever
Mitchell.
by 10.
What is it?
Joe says Fever by 10.
Kelsey Mitchell will have to go off.
And she
will
did. She
have
did
to-
last game.
She can, and so it will open up the inside
Yeah.
game.
I mean, she won't pass to anybody, but she'll go off.
That's why Wheels doesn't like her.
I don't like
too.
her.
She doesn't need to pass to anybody.
She needs to pass to Leah Boston,
Oh, I like it when you guys argue.
but
Go.
she won't pass. She is a black
Well,
hole.
we
Yo,
can't get
but-
it to AB.
Yeah. They can't get it. AB's
Yeah.
being collapsed on.
CB's hiding behind her board.
I'm
I
sure
agree.
Tanya, I'm
Yeah.
sure Tanya will comment because she loves Kelsey Mitchell, and I.
Listen, she just puts her head down and just plays. That's all she does.
I agree.
What
I
do you
agree with
hate
both
about
of you.
her? She just puts her head down.
I
and plays.
never said it. I never said she wasn't good. She's absolutely good, but I think that she is a ball hog at times, and I don't like it. I've always thought that about her.
So we all agree if she is on tonight, they have a chance.
Yes,
It depends on. It also depends
Well,
on.
it's got to open
Enrique.
up the inside
but
game.
like
Yeah,
past
yeah,
you gotta
Lexi,
get it.
like hello.
Lexi
Yeah.
was my next name was
Yeah.
going to be Lexi.
Yeah,
Has to
she's been playing.
she's
Yeah,
gotta
she got her
support-
first
yeah.
career double the
Yeah.
other night.
and Cunningham needs to step up a little bit more
I
too.
think she's still. I think that ankle. She's been not.
Yeah,
been-
okay.
Has not been playing as many minutes
has
as I
not.
thought
Exactly.
she should be.
Correct,
Exactly.
yes.
So I think that
Exactly.
ankle is still.
But yeah, Boston. Yeah, they just need to try and get her involved more.
Yep.
Guys, it's good when we banter.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
all
yes.
just
Oh yeah,
talking about-
Oh, absolutely.
I love
it's
it.
all in
We're
good
not
fun.
gonna
And
agree
I
on
like
everything.
to sit
It's
here
all
and let
good
you
fun.
guys banter.
It's all in good fun.
We're not going to agree on everything.
And I like
all good
listening to
fun.
you guys talk about the Giants and the Yankees. It's my favorite
Fuck
time.
that.
well, that we agree on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
'Cause
both suck.
I
I
like
just dropped
hearing you
another-
rip your teams apart, but then that's all I do with the
just
Mets.
dropped another F-bomb.
Oh, thank
You anytime you bring up the Yankees or the Giants,
Oh, look, the
You may as well
dollars
put a
are-
dollar in
you
there.
may as well just put several dollars
Yeah.
in there.
All right, game of the night. I will stay up. I'll probably fall asleep. The New York Liberty at 11-3, visiting the Phoenix Mercury at 11-4. Come on, guys. And what is this? 68% chance the Liberty win? They've lost like two
In a row.
games
Two in a row.
In
Yeah.
a row.
Yep.
It's just
That's the only reason I'm picking them.
Because
Because
what
I
are the
don't think
chances?
they can lose 3.
I'm still going Mercury.
But I will not be shocked if Mercury
Because
win.
Mercury had man, their chemistry right now is just Joe unsurprisingly put the Liberty.
and Brianna Stewart will score how many points, Joe?
Yeah.
50? Probably.
But yeah, without JJ, I mean, all they have is
Yeah.
Stewie.
Yeah.
See, that's
And
the
can
thing.
Stewie carry?
No.
No.
And when JJ went down, I was watching that game. I thought she tore her ACL. So I think
Yeah.
they're lucky that it's a 4 to 6 week
Yeah.
ankle injury. But ankles
100%.
Yeah.
linger.
Especially for
right, Wheels?
Yes,
especially
they
for
do.
a big girl, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Phoenix, but I'm going with my heart.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
Yeah.
only reason. I'm going with
I
my
just
heart.
think they're playing such good ball. Anyway,
And the last one is the Minnesota Lynx. We don't know if it's with Collier or without. Visiting the Atlanta Dream.
oh, I hate Atlanta.
And the
court.
Lynx just lost
Yeah.
to the Mystic, right?
the Mystics. Yep.
God, the Mystics
Yo,
are so good.
freaking
and I
Courtney
get that it's
Williams
without Collier.
didn't shoot shit. Courtney
Here's my
Williams was
question.
like-
Did you guys watch that game?
yes, I did.
Why was Aaliyah Edwards, I'll get it right, not playing much?
Not playing.
Did she re-injure? Is the back bothering her?
I don't
she
know.
She played a little.
Either that or it's just
Sat out most of the second half.
Shakira Austin just has the hot hand right now.
Shakira Austin's fabulous.
Like I think it's more that Shakira Austin is just.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yo.
Wow.
If yeah, trade Aaliyah. I'll take Aaliyah. Yeah. Anyways.
I'm just, Aaliyah Edwards is sitting there, and I'm like, oh, she must be in
Aaliyah
street
Edwards,
clothes.
Yeah.
I saw her. She's in her uniform.
Yeah.
She had her shooting shirt on, or whatever you call it.
No.
And I'm like, maybe she tweaked her back. Well, they don't need her.
No.
Right.
And God, are they fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
I really enjoy
me
watching
too.
Citron. I got to be honest. Okay,
Yeah.
so Minnesota Lynx at the Atlanta Dream. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum.
I picked Atlanta.
I'm
picked
picking
the
Atlanta.
Lynx.
Who'd you pick?
The Lynx.
That gives them a chance because if
just
all
don't-
three of us picked Atlanta,
Right.
it would
Yeah.
not be good.
Yeah. It depends on if Fee's back.
It depends on Collier.
I agree. I 100% agree with that.
I'm writing the Lynx with the assumption that Fee is back. Joe says the Lynx. He also said races on TNT at 6:30.
6:30 TNT.
He's
Got it.
watching soap opera box racing. And 34. I don't know what that is in reference to, but again,
I mean, it's a good number.
Yeah.
my brain is
I love 34.
not here right now.
Points that Stewart's going to have probably.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
Okay. She's
All
gonna
right.
have to.
She-
She's
Yeah.
gonna have to.
And
it's
her
like
3 is gone.
it's like Asia Wilson. She's almost got to score 50 points a
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
I tell you what. But I will enjoy watching the 10 o'clock game there.
too.
Natasha Cloud is kind of in a little slump there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
A little shooting slump there,
Yep.
but you know, the Liberty are the Liberty. Anyways.
Yeah.
So racing on tomorrow night, TNT. A lot of the W going on. I can't shout out high school sports to get out there and watch because we're out of season.
Right?
Out of season.
Crazy.
But you know what? Before you know it, they'll be back in school.
Yep.
And we'll be talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
fall sports. So enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend. I'm thinking we will be back on Wednesday. We had softball that night, so I really just wanted to go down and watch you guys play and run my mouth from the third base coach's box because
that's
that's
what we love.
literally all I do. I did get yelled at by Wheels one time because we didn't score a run in an inning, and
Yeah.
well,
She has one job, CB. One job.
I go.
Send
And I
a runner.
usually do this.
Send a runner.
Bing,
And we didn't score.
Bing.
Joe says yes, Wheels, so it was
Bing.
34
Yeah.
points.
What's
Yeah, Laura
that?
usually just does this.
I just go, go, go.
It's unacceptable.
It worked out in our favor the other night on a few of them. I was
Yeah.
like, because they had really good outfielders, but
yeah.
you just got to test not
You do, 'cause
necessarily the arm, that throw to the catcher.
Correct.
So that
Because a lot of times it has to be the perfect throw. So
Exactly.
you gotta make that happen.
Exactly. So just go. Enjoy your weekend. I think we'll be back on Wednesday. Hopefully Wheels as well. We never know.
Never know.
Umpiring 10 games a week. You
never know.
Good luck umpiring this weekend if
Thank
it
you.
doesn't rain all
Thank
weekend.
you.
And all sports all day, all the time. We'll find something to watch. That's for sure.
Always.
Have a good weekend, everyone.